so good to be with you all, and to see your smiling faces in person and not on screen. I appreciate you getting out of the house and coming here and eating some breakfast with us and hearing about Park Center. So it's a little weird. I'm a little rusty at this. Super nervous, but this will be fun because we get to talk about Park Center and the work that we do. So yeah. Thanks. So yeah, next week will be my 1-year anniversary. And, thank you. I do want to take a moment just to congratulate the board on picking the perfect time to bring on a new CEO. It was perfect. No, but it's been a heck of a year. I'm going to go down memory lane just a little bit. So some of you may remember that Park Center actually moved into a building in March 2020, so on North 1st Street. And then, all right, what else happened in March 2020? Tornado, all right. So that tornado ripped through our neighborhood and hit that building just a few days after we moved in, right? And tore the roof off, knocked the wall down, and then moved on to 5 Points and hit another commercial building that we own and ripped the roof off of that. So that was, the beginning of March 2020. We were scrambling, and then of course the lockdown happened. What else happened? We had to close programs, reopen programs. We've had floods. We've had an election that divided our country in ways that I don't think we've ever experienced. What else happened?
That's enough.
What did you say?
Please stop.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I think some of us also just kind of become public health experts almost and decide on how we're gonna act. It was just so tough. I also went through a personal crisis that some of you know about. And so just a hell of a year. And I want to thank the board and my team and my friends and family. My dad is here. And the members for just letting me lean on you and being patient with me. And also just walking alongside me through all of that. So thank you. So speaking of walking alongside people, that's really what Park Center does. This pandemic has been so hard on all of us, but if you can imagine, it was hard for us to be working out of our living rooms and on our couches with maybe screaming kids in the background. But imagine living in your car with an infant or a school-age kid, or sleeping with 100 people in the same room in a shelter or in an encampment. Many of you all have probably seen encampments grow over the last year, or losing a job, or getting sick without any insurance. All of those things have happened to people that we work with every day. And some of that stuff probably isn't hard for you all to imagine. Some of you probably experienced some of that over the last year. So we, Park Center, we work with about 750 people a year to try to bring people from homelessness to housing and from unemployment to employment. And then just from being totally disconnected to any community to being connected and nurtured and just respected as people. And so that's what we try to do every day, and I think that's what makes Park Center different, and it's why I'm so proud just to be a part of the work that we do. All right, so a few nuts and bolts. As I mentioned, we serve about 750 people annually. We do that in a number of different ways. We have affordable housing that's deeply affordable, right? We also have supported housing, which If you're not wanting to live so independently, we have like 24/7 care that's provided. We have a big homeless outreach team. We have evidence-based employment programs. Yep. We have a day program where people can just come and hang out during the day and feel a sense of connection and belonging and get like a meal and learn some new like life skills and stuff. We have programs for young adults. We have outpatient treatment. We do a lot of different things because medication and treatment and stuff like that is great if it works for you, but there's just like so much else that's needed to recover. And so we try to provide that support for you. All right, I think that's it for me. We have like a 10-minute video that kind of goes through the who, what, and where, I guess, of Park Center's program. So just 10 minutes. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Ashley Blum, and I'm the director of the Homeless Outreach Program. Today, we are in Morgan Park in Germantown. I'm in a park today because we often visit parks looking for people that are experiencing homelessness, people that are unsheltered. So making sure that we canvass Nashville, making sure that we canvass all areas, parks included, to make sure that we find the people that need our care is essential to our work. So what we do is we have outreach workers that do this canvassing. We help people get disability benefits. We help people get connected to food stamps and other services in the community so that they can get the care that they need. We provide people with supplies. We provide people with clothing and tents and tarps so that they can live safely until we can get them into housing.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David Langle-Martin. I'm the Director of Permanent Supportive Housing and Property Development for Park Center. And we're here in Germantown at one of our residential properties. I'd like to show you around and just tell you a little bit more about what we do. So if you can come with me. Our Germantown Apartments has 10 units that we provide permanent supportive housing, which means affordable housing and a support team to help folks maintain their housing stability. So what we're really trying to accomplish is breaking the cycle of eviction, incarceration, hospitalization, and homelessness. And so our support team is able to surround people with supports to help them stabilize once they move into housing, make sure they have a plan for all of their basic needs and a way to sustain that. And then we start to focus on things like interpersonal relationships, connecting with the community, and developing a natural support system so they have more folks to rely on than just paid professionals. And the community here at Germantown likes to take care of each other as well. So folks have formed relationships. Sometimes people have lived here, over a decade, and so they become a part of the neighborhood, the community around them, and they can help newcomers to this apartment complex acclimate to the space. I'd also like to talk to you about another housing program under the residential services umbrella. The supported housing program is distinct from permanent supportive housing in that the folks in that program are in the process of acquiring the kind of skills they would need to live in a more independent setting. So in that program, folks live in 2 congregate settings where they have 24/7 on-site support and coaching on those skills and are able to stay there as long as they need until they get to the point where they're ready to move on. Thanks so much for coming.
Hi, my name is Deborah Ward, and I am the Emerging Adults Housing Manager for Park Center, one of the houses. These homes are made for 18 to 25-year-old young adults, and we are assisting them with learning independent living skills and recovery skills and managing mental health symptoms and all that, so that when they leave here, they can live on their own and not have to go to another group home or something. So you want to go inside and check it out? Okay. So we're in the female supported house, which has 8 beds total. The girls share a bedroom here. The difference in the female house here and the male houses are, this house is our licensed home. We have to have some staff here 24 hours a day. The medications are monitored. It's a little more structured and not restrictive, but they have a little more of a guided daily routine here for support. Our male houses are more almost like a college dorm. Each guy has their own bedroom. It's a 3-bedroom house. They share a living room, a kitchen, and bathroom between the others. And basically what we are trying to do is have them learning. We have 2 goals major that we work on. That is, everyone that lives here, you don't have to have income to move in, but you do have to show why you need to be here, and that is either by letting us help you find work so that you can figure out what you want to do and support yourself, or you can finish your education at whatever level you come in at. But basically, people can live here from the ages of 18 to 25. If someone is here on their 25th birthday and they plan to stay until the day before their 26th birthday, we start looking for housing that day. We start doing a transition plan on that 25th birthday so that they have somewhere to transition into and not get just dropped off after they've made all this progress, and then they have nowhere to go. So we start early.
Hey, I'm Dallas. I'm a recovery coach here at Park Center at the Psychiatric Rehabilitation Program. Come on inside and I'll show you around. So basically our main purpose is for members to rediscover themselves outside of their diagnosis. And whether it's through a group, an activity, a task, whatever it is, we help pursue their overall rehabilitation goals. So what I love about our coaching team is that everybody has a different skill set and something they bring to the table. So whether it's a group through practical application or a group through creativity or psychoeducation and so on, that's what we work on a daily basis, and that's how we work through really just the pursuit of all of these goals that they set. So I mean, that's like essentially the essence of what we do on a daily basis. An example type goal. So one member may set a goal to to move into independent housing, or another may set a goal to polish their independent living skills. So we will run groups and do tasks and activities relative to that. So something like even a socializing goal, we'll do conversation starter groups. We'll talk about boundaries, all things relative to whatever their aspirations are and what they want to work on. And that's what I love about our program, because everything is purposeful in what we do, and there is a method to the entire process as a whole.
Hi, my name's Caitlin Frierson. I'm the co-occurring program coordinator for Park Center's intensive outpatient program. We are a 10-week intensive outpatient program, and we serve adults living with co-occurring mental health and substance use disorders here. And I'll take you on a little tour of our room here and show you what we do. We have a little unstocked snack corner here where people can come grab snacks to start their day so they can get their brains fired up and ready to do group. Since we do group for 3 hours long, I find that it helps people out if they have a little snack. And this is our group room here. We have all these new desks to keep everyone COVID safe and distant. And we usually have around 10 to 12 people in our groups. And we like to keep artwork in the room that members do during group therapy to kind of brighten up the room and show people what they can expect out of this space. While they're in group from 9 until noon, we do things like learning about mental health disorders, coping skills, relapse prevention techniques. We do a lot of mindfulness and meditation-based practices here. Really building the skills that adults need to live effectively in their community with mental health and substance use disorder. And I'll show you a little project that we like to work on here. Each member meets with their counselor individually to set their own goals for their own recovery. And once they've decided what goals they want to work on in the program, we have them decorate a pot with words that remind them of what they want to grow in. And then we plant flowers and leave them here on the windowsill for each member to take care of their own plant. And they come in and they water it and they prune it and they take care of it just like they do their mental health. And we get to watch the real-time effects of all of their hard work. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you.
Hi, my name is Grace Gadsden, and I'm the IPS supervisor. I work in the IPS Supported Employment Program at Park Center. Our goals in serving our members is for them to obtain competitive employment. They can find work where they earn the same income and benefits as any other person in their comparable position at the company or in the field. We find the jobs our members want. We continue to support their job goals and success by working with them after employment begins and by integrating our services with other support services they possess, including family, where we maintain contact if the member so chooses, ensuring we have all the necessary information to support our members' job success. We spend as much time with them to learn what they want in life, and particularly for a job to support themselves or give them the life that they want. It's all about our members. We are a person-centered department, just as the agency is.
But generally, in our housing programs, we're trying to lower all the barriers, or many of the barriers that we have in getting in. So one day, it won't matter if you're, struggling with addiction and you're still using, for example, we can still bring you in, or it doesn't matter what your income level is, or if you have a long addiction history, we want to be a welcoming space and organization for you. So, all right, so I mentioned Carla can't be here today to talk to us, unfortunately, and that's hearing from her is just she's like an embodiment of strength and courage, and I really wanted you to hear her. But there are two special people here, Molly Mindbris and Han Service Rodriguez. Oh, sorry, there you go. Who are prepared to share their journey with her. So thanks so much.
Hi everyone. I'm Molly Mindbris. I'm a supervisor on our SAMHSA grant, and I work on the homeless outreach team.
I'm Han Service Rodriguez, and I'm a housing navigator with the homeless outreach team.
I want to thank you all for being here. I think we have 2 minutes, so we'll keep it short. Carla is very sad she couldn't be here today. She's sick. But the grant that we work on from the Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration is the grant that allowed us to work with Carla. She'd been on the streets for quite a few years, living in a camp with 2 of her brothers two in-house, and she as well. And Han is the housing navigator that got to work with her very intimately and help her get into housing.
Yeah, so Carl became homeless around 2014, seeking safety from another experience, right? Had to enter homelessness. And came to Nashville because it's where her siblings were. And she actually, one of the words that she used to describe herself is one of the lucky ones, because she has support from many organizations in Nashville. Some of them are here. Open Table Nashville has worked with Carla and her siblings. But she talked about how much she feels like she would not have been able to do what she's done. So now she's secure in housing. We are actually just about to get her Section 8 voucher in like a week, which we've been working on for almost 2 years. And I think that gives you an idea of how hard this can be, even with as much help as she has and has had. And so the work is really vital to what we do. And she has expressed over and over again her thankfulness and is now able to look at her crafts and make jewelry and go back to the art that she was doing before. She's cooking meals for people and taking care of others. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you for supporting our members and what we do.
Hello everyone, my name is Brent Snyder. I want to thank Park Center for having me today. I have also struggled with mental health issues in the past, and I am a songwriter and an artist here in Nashville, and I wrote know that I have the power to make a change, but it wouldn't be possible without individuals like Park Center who are helping individuals out there with similar issues. So this song's called Fight the Tide. Distance of daylight on my face and in my eyes bright. No ending sight or sign of darkness or of calm night. The angels all went home, got tired of looking out. What's one man worth in these times of feeling groups of doubt? My body's tired, I'm sinking down, nowhere for me to hide. Just another mess and nothing is pulling the tide. Feels like I'm drowning, I'm going down. The waves are crashing, they're crashing, not too long now. The sharks are circling, waiting for me. But I get to choose if I lose or swim right through. I've been here before, faced the waves, this is nothing new. I need to win this battle I'm in, even if that just means staying alive. I can try my best to fight the tide, fight the tide. I've been sick for such a long time, I can't work. The dark inside the state of mind is like a cage bird. If you sleep in 1,000 shadows, power comes from her. What if the light just burns the mind and makes it all worse? The voices say ignore the help, just stay inside the night. The light is dangerous, it's just a lie. Better to stay the course than make a change and risk a life. It's even darker than the one that lies inside your mind. Feels like I'm drowning, I'm going down. The waves are crashing, they're crashing, not too long now. The sharks are circling, waiting for me. But I get to choose if I lose or swim right through. I've Been here before, faced the waves, this is nothing new. I need to win this battle I'm in, even if that just means staying alive. I can try my best to fight the tide, fight the tide. I can feel it, feel it, feel it, feel the change. I can make it better. And I get to choose if I lose or swim right through. I've been here before, faced the waves, this is nothing new. Oh, I need to win this battle I'm in, even if that just means staying alive. I can try my best to fight the tide, fight the tide. Ooh.
Well, that's a tough act to follow. Good morning, everyone. I'm Whip Campbell. I'm the Park Center Board Chair. And I want to speak for a couple of minutes to everyone. I mentioned we were outside. As I walked in today, I felt like a bear coming out of hibernation. It felt really good. I mean, it was kind of nice to see everybody's faces again and have the opportunity to be together. I'm tired of all this virtual stuff. I hope we had our last Zoom board meeting, but I like getting together with these folks. Brent, thank you for sharing a bit of your story and that wonderful music with us. That's strong stuff, and it's part of what we're about. I want to go off script for just a second and say a word or two about my friend Will Condon. I was not on the search committee, so I can't take credit for finding him. I wish I could, because that committee hit an absolute home run. And when he told you a few minutes ago about what he walked into last March, that maybe it went beyond scratching the surface, but there were other issues that just seemed to be bang, 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 and this man never blinked. And it was impressive to witness. I became the board chair, much to Will's chagrin, at the end of June, and we have forged a friendship that has caused me to really admire what he is bringing to this organization. I'm really excited about the future under his leadership. Now on to what I've been asked to do. My role is to ask that you good folks invest in the work of this remarkable organization. And for many of you, that simply means continue to invest, because a lot of good friends of Park Center are in this room and have provided very meaningful support to our members in the past. And for those of you who are new friends, part of what we're trying to do is make it so that Park Center is no longer the best kept secret in Nashville. I think when you see videos like that and the testimonials that go along with that, it's unfortunate that Carla couldn't be here, but in another sense, it's okay. Because that exemplifies the reality of the world that many of our members face. It's a fluid situation. It's sometimes hour to hour, and sometimes minute to minute. And these Park Center folks know how to adapt, as you witnessed this morning. Molly and Han, thank you for stepping into this right now. Every board member, most of whom are here today, contributes their time and resources to this organization. Every member of our senior management team, in addition to contributing their talents and considerable expertise, contribute their own dollars to the support of our mission. And while any gift that you may choose to make matters, I do ask that you consider one of our two new giving societies. Under C.F. Callahan's leadership, we've developed two opportunities, the first one being known as the 365 Club. And when I first saw that, I didn't really understand it, and then C.F. explained it to me. And it makes a lot of sense, because what it does is it reminds us that the challenges presented by mental health issues occur every day of the year, holidays, weekends, nights, and days. The other society is the 1984 Society, which is called that because 1984 was the founding year of Park Center.
It doesn't matter, I'd rather be talking.
I feel like the ex-chancellor of the University of South Carolina after that slip-up. I feel happy to see that this commencement speech. The 1984 Society provides meaningful support with respect to our outreach programs and the housing opportunities that you witnessed here today. So please consider one of those. Courage cards are at your tables. You may have found them by now. If you would take a moment and consider whether you're able to make a gift to this organization, please do so. We are virtual this morning, so those folks at home can go to parkcenterorganization.org/donate and make a secure gift online. And as you do that, we're going to show a very brief video. And again, I thank you for your time and your support of Park Center.
Thank you all so much for being here. We are so grateful for your support. And I say that on behalf of myself, Will, Brent, Webb, the amazing Park Center staff who gives so much to the people in our community. And primarily to those courageous members who work every day on their recovery from mental illness. As you're leaving, you can hand your cards, which we are so thankful to you for whatever you're giving. Hand them to a Park Center member on your way out the door. You can see CF in the back holding up a card. And if you would like to buy one of the beautiful centerpieces that were done by Carrie Allen of Carrie Allen Flowers, please see a Park Center member, not a member, a staff person, and they will help you with that. They are for sale. And once again, we appreciate every single one of you coming out. It's wonderful to see you all in person again, and I hope to see you again soon.